Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to create a chat room for the user under the social. What I mean by chat room is the user shall be able to now group message or direct message to the next user. Also, if you have loved this tutorial from the start, please hit that like button, smash that like button. So first of all, we can move under our project folder, under library, under screens. In our previous tutorials, we created the following screen of chat room. So under the following chat room, we have nothing but simply a stateless widget. So what I will be doing is create one more file for the helper, that is chat room helper. So here let's have chat room. Under this file, let's have a class of chat room helper. We should be extending with change notifier for the provider thing. Easy. So once we have done this, let's go under our main file, and under this tree of all the notifiers, that is providers, add the following screen of chat room helpers. Easy thing. Once it is done, format document first. Alright, our application is reloaded one more time. So now we can simply go under our entire application. So let's log in as Flawless Hero. Cool. So now as this thing is done, we can go back under our main chat room, and here under this file, if you observe under our entire list of page view, the chat room belongs here under messaging. Obvious thing, Abhishek. So first of all, let's create an app bar to be under a form of app bar. Under the following app bar, first of all, let's have a title to be a rich text. So for having the rich text, we can go under any of our favorite file, let's say under home page, and from home page, let's go under field. So under the field of title, we can have a rich text. So for rich text, let's copy any of the rich text from profile or from header profile. Let's go at the top at its app bar where it is. Alright, here it is. So we can simply copy the entire rich text from here. Let's close these files and paste it here. And here first of all, let's have an entire declaration of constant colors for an object instance of constant colors to be equal to be constant colors. So as this thing is done, we can remove the comma from here. And here instead of having my profile, I can have chat room. Alright, instead of having a room here, we can have chat box, which will be looking more fancy. So here let's have chat box, press Ctrl and S. Cool, we have our ugly looking app bar here. But what we can do is, first of all, let's make this field to be final. And under our app bar, let's have a background color of constant colors of dark color with opacity of 0.6. And after that, let's have center tile to be true. And after that, let's have all the actions. So under the field of actions, I can have an icon button. So let's have an icon button here. Under the following icon button, first of all, let's have an icon. So here I shall be having an icon for more, that is more vertical. So for that, I can write div icons of more vertical. Let's have a different color of constant colors of white. So once the following thing is done, let's go under on press property and change it to empty. Easy thing. So once our actions thing is done, let's have a leading widget as well, that is an icon button. So for that icon button, we can copy the entire icon button from here and paste it here. So here instead of having a more vertical one, we can have a plus icon. So for getting a plus icon, we can take help from font awesome icons dot plus, not plug but plus. And instead of having a white color, let's have a different color for a green one. Cool, format document once. Alright, our chat box is looking more cool. So once this thing is done, we shall be having a floating action button as well. So for getting the floating action button, we shall be creating here a floating action button for a floating action button. And under our floating action button, first of all, let's have a background color. So under background color, I can have constant colors of blue gray color. Once this thing is done, let's have child to be an icon. For icon of font awesome icons of plus. Here let's have a color of constant colors of green color. And after that, let's have on press property to be null for now. Easy thing. So once this thing is done, we shall be requiring a body as well. But before constructing our body, let's get the content of our body. So first of all, we can move under a chat room helper. So now what I will be doing is, on pressing on this plus or this plus, we shall be showing the user a field of creating a chat room, that is a bottom sheet for creating a chat room, and the bottom sheet shall be looking like this just on your screen. So for making that thing happen, first of all, let's create a method for the particular bottom sheet. So for that, I can simply write show create chat room sheet. It will be taking a build context to be a context. And after providing a build context, let's return it will be taking a context, and under the form of builder, it will be taking context as well. Cool. So here under this bottom sheet, let's return a container. Under the following container, first of all, let's have height and width of media query dot of for size of height into 0.022, And after that, let's have width for entire media query. Dot off for size of width. Once this thing is done, let's have decoration as well under a form of box decoration. So under the decoration, we shall be having a color for constant colors. But first of all, let's get the constant color. So here let's have constant colors for an object instance of constant colors to be equal to constant colors. So once this thing is done, let's have constant colors dot dark color. After that, let's have border radius for border radius dot only, and under only I can have border radius from top left for a radius dot circular for 12, and similarly for top right. So here I can write radius dot circular of 12. Easy thing. So once having all the decoration and all the dimensions, let's have its main child. So here under the particular container we can have a child to be a column, and under a particular column let's have a children. So the first children should be the divider itself, if you know, and if you are following me in my previous tutorial, you know how the divider looks. So here first of all I can have a divider. Let's have a different color of constant colors of white. Also let's have a thickness to it. So for thickness I can have thickness of 4, and once this thing is done we can have a somewhat padding to it, padding from symmetric, and under symmetric I can have a horizontal padding of 150. Easy thing. Format document once. So after having the particular padding, we shall be showing the user a stream builder. A stream builder for choosing a particular avatar for the particular chat room. And if you check my Cloud Firestore collection, I have a different collection here created for chat room avatars, and the following collection contains different images for the particular chat room. So but before that we can have a text here. So under the following text I can say select chat room avatar. Let's have somewhat styling. Under this let's have a color for constant colors of green color. Let's have a font weight for a bold one, and after that let's have a font size of 14. Once this thing is done, we shall be having a container of all the collection, that is collection data from my Cloud Firestore. So for that purpose let's have a container. Under the following container, first of all let's give it a height of media query dot off for size of height into 0.1. Also let's have a width for media query dot off for size of width, and after that let's have a child to be a row. Under the following row let's have all the children, and under the child I can have a stream builder. It will be under the type of a query snapshot. So once we have provided a query snapshot, let's have a stream for Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection, a collection of chat room icons, or write a small c, and after that let's get all the snapshots. And here under this builder let's provide here a context, also a snapshot. So here first of all if snapshot dot connection state, if it is under a connection state of waiting, if it is under a connection state of waiting, we can simply return a center, and under this center let's have a child to be circular progress indicator. Cool. So once this thing is done, let's return an else statement as well for return new list view. Under the following list view, first of all let's have a scroll direction for axis dot horizontal, and after that let's have all the children under a type of snapshot dot data dot docs under a mapping of the particular query snapshot under a document snapshot. So here first of all let's have a document snapshot for a document snapshot, and here let's return a container. Under the following container, first of all let's have height and width. So here I can have a height of 10, also a width of 40. Let's check it out. And after that let's have a child to be image dot network, and under the source I can write document snapshot dot data, and from this let's fetch the image of the particular icon. But here instead of having a container, I can also do one thing, refactor the following thing under a gesture detector, and here on tap we shall be performing some of the operations. So once this thing is done, we can simply do one thing, refactor the following container under a padding from left side for all of the particular icons. So here let's have padding from only for left, not 8 but 16, format document first. And once we have provided the following container, we shall be also having a row of a text field and also a floating action button for submitting the name of the particular chat room. So here let's have a row. Under the following row, first of all let's have all the children. So under the children of our row, first of all I shall be having a container for a text field. So here let's have a container. Let's give it a width of media query dot of for size of width into 0.7, and after that let's have a child to be a text field. Under the following text field, first of all let's have a controller. So for getting the controller, let's create a final text editing controller. For chat room name controller should be equal to a text editing controller. Easy. And once we have done this, let's provide here a controller for chat room name controller. So first of all let's have a style to our entire text field. So here let's have style to be a text style. Alright, a text style. And under the following text style, first of all let's have a color. So here I can have color of constant colors of white color. Let's have a font weight for a font weight of bold. Also let's have a font size of 16. And once you have provided a text style, let's have some more decoration for input decoration. And under the following input decoration, first of all let's have a hint for the user. So here under hint text I can simply say enter chat room ID or any sort of thing. Let's have a hint style. So under hint style I can copy the entire text style and paste it here. Easy thing. And after that let's have a text capitalization for text capitalization. And after the following container we shall be having a floating action button. So here let's create a floating action button. And under the following floating action button, first of all let's have a background color. So for a background color I can have constant colors of blue gray color. And after that let's have a child to be an icon. So under icon I can have font or some icons dot plus, the usual thing. And after that let's have a color of constant colors of yellow one. We have never used yellow. And after that we shall be requiring an onPress property as well, which will be empty for now. So format document once. And now let's try it out. But before trying it out, we can convert the following container under a padding. So here I can simply refactor it under a padding, remove the following constant, and I have padding from only, from bottom, alright, a bottom, and from bottom, alright, remove the 8. So here under the bottom I can have media query dot of for a particular view insets dot bottom, and after that we can convert this property of is scroll control to true. Easy thing. So now let's test it out. So for testing it out we can go under our chat room. Let's go under our floating action button right here, and here I can simply write provider dot of under the following context of chat room helper. Let's have listen property to false, and after that let's use the button of show chat room sheet, format document once. So I can copy the entire onPress property from here and paste the following property under my leading icon as well. Cool. So once this thing is done, let's try it out. So after pressing over this, alright, we need somewhat a bigger height to our entire container. So for that thing we can come down under a height, and here let's have a height of 2.5. Let's close it and open one more time. Alright, and after having this thing, let's go under our row, and here let's have main axis alignment for main axis alignment of space evenly. Let's open it one more time. Cool, everything is looking more cool now. So format document first, and here after going over this, the entire field is expanded. That is, we have successfully created a responsive bottom sheet. Congratulations, we are doing a great job. So once the following thing is done, we need to submit data of the user, that is the chat room ID, and similarly the particular chat room avatar under our Cloudflare store. So for that purpose we can go under chat room helper. Alright, we were already under chat room helper, and here we can create a different method for submitting all the data. So first of all, for selecting a particular chat room avatar, once the user shall be tapping over any of the particular chat room avatar, we shall be changing a border color of the entire container. So for that purpose we can come down under our gesture detector, and here on tapping it we need to convert the following thing into some different thing. So first of all I shall be creating a new string for the particular chat room avatar, that is URL of particular chat room avatar. So here let's have chat room avatar URL. Let's have a getter as well for string get chat room avatar, which will be amplified over chat room avatar URL. And once we have gotten the following thing, we can come down here on the following gesture detector. So for now, if I simply print here, that is write a print statement for document snapshot.data. Under this, if I simply print out the particular image, alright, let's try it out. So now I can close the entire thing. open it one more time. Let's open our debug console by clearing it once, and after tapping over any of the particular image, we are getting the URL of the particular image. So now what I will be doing is remove the following print statement, and here I can simply say chat room avatar URL should be equal to the following document snapshot on tapping over it, that is document snapshot dot data, and from this I can fetch the image, and after that I can simply print chat room URL, and after that let's notify all the listeners. So now let's try it out. Open our debug console, clear it once, and after opening this and tapping over it, we are getting our image URL under a form of chat room avatar, that is chat room avatar URL. So now once the following thing is done, we can simply convert the following borders of the container. So here for the particular container, I can have a decoration for a box decoration, and here I can simply say border for border dot all, and here let's have a color for constant colors of blue color. Let's try it out first of all. So now if I simply open it one more time, we are seeing all of the border. So now what I will be doing is simply copy the condition of this, and here I can simply print it here, that is paste it here. And if the particular chat room avatar URL is equal to any other document snapshot image, we shall be simply having a blue color, else we can have a constant colors of white color, and here let's have a equity operator, that is double one. So format document first. Now let's test it out. So here on pressing over this, alright, we are getting a different color, but here we don't need this but a transparent one. Cool. So let's tap over this and check it out. Alright, we are getting our data here, and here now after tapping over it, we are getting a different color, that is we have selected the following chat room, that is chat room avatar. So after having this thing, we shall be also asserting the chat room ID. So for that we can go at the top, and here let's create a new string for chat room ID. Let's create a getter as well. So once the following thing is done, we can simply format document once, and now we can move under our row, and under this row we can perform some of the operations under our floating action button. So here first of all I shall be making this process to be asynchronous, and from here first of all we can move under our Firebase operations, which is under our services, and under the following class we shall be creating one more method for uploading all the user, that is chat room avatar data, to our Firestore collection. So for that purpose I can have a new feature for submit chat room data, and here let's make it to be asynchronous first. So here under this, first of all let's return Firebase Firestore .instance.collection. Let's create a new collection of chat rooms, and here we shall be taking a doc. So here under the particular doc, I can simply provide here a string to be chat room name, and after that we shall be having one more string for dynamic data, and after that we shall be also requiring dynamic user data, that is for the admin of the particular chat room. So here let's have dynamic admin data, and once you have done this thing, under the following doc I can simply provide chat room name, and here after this I shall be simply setting up all the data, that is a particular data of chat room. So here instead of data I can have chat room data. So here let's copy the particular name and paste it here. Cool. So as this thing is done, format document once. Now we could do one thing, that is instead of using set we could use add, but the benefit of using set is the following chat room shall be created only one time, that is we shall not get any identical chat room again and again. So once this thing is done, let's go under our chat room helper, and here on pressing over it, let's have provider dot off under a case of Firebase operations, and here let's have listen property to false, and after that we can simply say submit chat room data, and here under the particular chat room, first of all we shall be requiring chat room name. So here I can simply say chat room ID, which is a string, to be the particular document ID, and after that we should be require a chat room data, but here instead of chat room ID I can simply say chat room name controller dot text, easy, and here under the particular data, first of all I shall be having a room avatar, and here it should be referring to get chat room avatar URL. Alright, let's go up and convert the following thing to URL, so we'll be getting more precise answer. So let's come down here and have the following thing. So once we have done this, first of all let's create a time for a timestamp of now. so that we can filter up all of our chat rooms. So after providing time, let's have room name. Under a room name, I can simply say controller.text. Alright, let's have a semicolon, that is colon, whatever you call it. And after providing room name, let's have a user. And after providing a room name, let's get the admin data. So here let's have username to be the admin. So for username, I can simply use the following init data method, that is the method of init user data from a Firebase collections, that is operations. So for that purpose, I can simply say a provider.off. Under this off, first of all, let's get Firebase operations. And after getting Firebase operations, let's have listen property to false. And after that, let's get the get init user name. After that, we shall be requiring his user image and email also. So for that purpose, let's paste it here and paste it here. So here let's have user image, and here let's have get init user image, and also let's have user email, and similarly for now get init user email. So once we have provided this data, we shall be also requiring the user UID. So let's have user UID, and for the particular value of our map, here I shall be simply having authentication, and from this authentication let's get the user UID. Easy thing. So now once this thing is done, we won't need admin data, so we can simply remove it from here. Format document first. So let's go under Firebase operations. Let's come down and remove the field of admin data. Easy thing. Paste a semicolon. Alright, after this bracket, let's have a curly bracket and format document first after having a semicolon. So once we have provided everything for creating a particular chat room, let's try it out. So here I can simply say when complete, do nothing but simply navigator.pop for the following context. So now let's test it out. So let's close this one and open it one more time. Let's have this one. Cool. So here let's have a chat room ID for not music but archery school or any sort of thing. So now let's test it out. So now after pressing plus, alright, the following thing is emptied, and once we have submitted all the data, let's fetch all the data as well under the following field of our body. So for that purpose, we can simply create one more method for simply fetching up all the data. So for that, let's go under Firebase operations, not Firebase operations but chat room. And here under this method, we shall be having a stream builder for fetching all the data. So here under this method, let's create a new method for fetching all the data, not here but under chat room helper. So here let's have a new method for show chat rooms. It will be taking a build context to be a context, and under this let's return an entire stream builder. So under the following stream builder, first of all let's have a stream. So here I can have a stream or a Firebase Firestore .instance.collection of all the chat rooms .snapshots. Easy thing. And once we have done this, let's have a builder for context. Alright, a context, also a snapshot. And under this, let's have an if condition for if snapshot.connection state is under connection state of waiting. Let's return a center, and under the following center, let's have a child to be a size box. Under the following size box, let's have a height and width for a height of 200 or at 200, also a width of 200. After that, let's have a child for lottie.asset, and let's go under our puffpay.yaml file and choose any of the animation asset. So let's choose this one and paste it here under quotes. So once this thing is done, let's have an else statement as well. So here under else block, we shall be simply returning a new list view. Under the following list view, first of all let's have all the children. So under the children, I can have snapshot.data.docs. Under mapping, let's have mapping between a document snapshot for a document snapshot. Easy thing. And here let's have a mapping between two lists. So here let's return a list style for now. And here under the following list style, first of all let's have a leading widget for a circle avatar. Alright, a circle avatar. And under the following circle avatar, let's have a background color for constant colors of transparent one. And after that, let's have a background image for network image. And under the following network image, let's have a document snapshot.data and from this let's fetch the room avatar. So here I can simply say room avatar, press Ctrl and S. Cool, so now as this thing is done, let's test it out. So for that we can go under chat room and have our body, alright, a body under our app bar. So here let's have one body for a container. Let's give it a height and width. Let's have a width as well for media query dot off. For size of width, let's have children, that is child, for provider dot off, and here let's have provider from chat room helper. Cool, so first of all let's go back and have a stream builder under a type of a query snapshot. So once we have done this, let's have a listen property to our stream builder for false under provider, and here let's have show chat rooms, press Ctrl and S. Alright, we are getting our tiny looking list style here. So we can go back, and here after having leading, let's have a title. So for title I can have a text. So under text I can have document snapshot dot data, and under this let's have room. Also let's have somewhat styling. Press Ctrl and S. Alright, so we have our title here, and after that let's have subtitle for the same thing. But here instead of having this text, I shall be simply having a different text for a temp text for last message. Yes, we are going to show a last message that was performed. So for now, format document once, and let's decrease somewhat font size to 14 and have a different color of a green color. Cool, so once as this thing is done, let's have somewhat actions as well, that is a trailing widget. So here let's have a trailing widget. So for trailing widget we are going to have the particular time that the last message was sent under our entire chat room. So for now I will be simply having a text. So under the following text I can simply have a temporary time. So here let's have a time of 8 PM. So for now I can simply have a time of 2 hours ago. Let's have somewhat styling for constant colors of white. Also let's have a font size of 10. Alright, not M here. Cool, format document once. Cool, so we have our cool looking chat room here, that is a chat room tile. So I think we should keep it all for today. In this tutorial we have learned how to create a chat room having a particular data of chat room itself. So in the next tutorial we are going to have the functionality of group messaging under a particular chat room. That is, on tapping over it, a new window shall be appearing to us for a particular messages under a particular chat box, that is chat room. So with that said, if you have loved this tutorial, please hit that like button, please smash that like button. So I will see you in the next one while implementing the group functionality, that is group messaging under a chat box. Till then, have a good day, goodbye.